Good morning, fire breathers. It's doing the thing again, so sorry that the screen is wonky. We are going over warm-up front squats. As always, home, you can feel free to add this in and do this as a warm-up, whether or not you are doing front squats or strength or the rest of the tasks. And then also, you can do this as a cool down after your workout and take everything kind of more as a stretch. So it is one time through for quality. Again, it says bike for 2 minutes. That's preference. The bike can be the bike erg if you have one of those, or a fan bike with the arms. Put the emphasis on your legs though. Make your legs do most of the work. Go for a nice easy Sunday stroll. We're trying to, again, get that blood flowing, get that heart rate up. If you don't have any sort of bike, use whatever equipment you have. So you can row, again, putting the emphasis on the legs with a little bit of arm action. If you want to go for a walk, if you want to go for a jog, if you absolutely need to do burpees, right? That's always an option though to get your blood flowing and to get warm and going. So 2 minutes of cardio to get warmed up. Then you have banded side steps. Here's your options for those. If you have a small round band, there's lots of them available on the market. So this is a Bear Complex hip igniter. I used to have a slingshot hip thing. They also just make like the exercise band small ones. So if you have a small one, you step through it. And then I'll show you the other option with regular exercise bands. When you do these side steps, what I want you focusing on is hips are back just slightly, okay? We're not like sticking our butt out and doing a good morning, but hips are engaged and back, our core is tight, we're upright, our legs are locked into position, and as you take your step, I want you leading from the hip and keeping that leg straight, including those feet and those ankles. So we're not doing like a stanky leg roll situation. From the hip and together. Keep it small. We're not going for full big range of motions here. Keep that torso upright, small little steps. You can break up the reps however you want and according to whatever space you have. 5, 5, 5, 5. You can do 1, 1, 1, 1. Make it yours. How do you need to get there? Get there. If you do not have a hip band like this, you can absolutely use an exercise band. Step on it. Is the resistance too light? You can twist it, step on it, and then hold up like this. Same idea, okay? You don't need to twist it around your legs, but same step motion, okay? So that is your banded side steps. Banded walks. So I'm going to go back to the circle situation. And when you do these, you want to think about walking on a railroad track. So your legs are going to stay to where you're creating resistance against that band. Knees are turning out to the side as you take small steps forward, not letting those feet come in at all. You can take a break, re-engage your hips, walk the railroad track back. Okay? Forward and backward. With this, if you don't have the hip circle, again, you can use the band like this. Make sure it's under like the arch of your foot. Make sure you're feeling resistance and step like so, okay? All right, 5 medicine ball cleans. So I'm going to go over the steps of how to perform a medicine ball clean, and then from there, talk about why we're doing it for front squats, and then give you substitutions if you don't have access to a medicine ball. So when we say med ball, I'm generally talking about what we use for wall balls. So they're a little bit rounder, right? Lots of different brands make them, but see the size of these things. You set up for a medicine ball clean by straddling the ball. Your feet are going to be about in your hip width stance. You're going to send those hips back until your arms are free of your knees, and then you're going to squat to pick up the ball, okay? I'll show you this from the side once we're done. From here, and notice my laces are facing you. From here, you do a deadlift, shrug, high pull, well, not high pull, sorry, deadlift, shrug, flip underneath, and do a front squat, and then stand up, okay? So from the side, so that you can see, wide feet, going to hip hinge until my hands are free, squat lower down, but notice I keep my shoulders over the ball. I don't squat like this, I squat down forward, nice straight back, deadlift, shrug, underneath the ball, and stand up. So at speed, they look like this. Now, what you want to notice about these, keep your eyes on the laces that are facing you. As you do these, you're not bicep curling the ball. You're not throwing the ball. Your hands rotate from here to here as you catch. Why are we doing med ball cleans before we front squat? These are opening your hips, warming up your hips, getting some dynamic movement in, full ranges of motion. You're doing a clean, but you're receiving that ball in a front squat and standing up. We're working in some shoulder mobility and some strength with catching that ball and standing up with it. So, med ball cleans to warm up for your front squats. If you do not have a medicine ball, if you have one of the smaller ones that I don't have in here right now, do I? I do, it blends in, everything's black in here, so I can't see. If you have a small one, you can absolutely use this, okay? That's totally fine. If you have a barbell and you want to do light barbell cleans, that would also be okay. If you have a kettlebell, you can, those are really tricky, but you can also sub in some dumbbell squat cleans if you'd like, or just use an imaginary ball and go over the motion step by step. So those are that. Your final warm-up are Scap pull-ups. And then again, we'll talk about why are we doing that for front squats. When you do Scap pull-ups, you're going to jump, grab onto the rig. I always teach wrap the thumb around. We have opposable thumbs. Use them. That's a different talk or story. When you do a Scap pull-up, all you're doing is pulling those shoulder blades down, raising your body up, and then lowering back down. Up, down, up, down, okay? It is not a big range of motion, as you saw. It is not for speed. It is steady, nice and easy, activating those lats, kind of stretching our arms out. After you do those, your upper body should be warm, especially after doing the med ball cleans, to help get you into a nice, good front squat. So, that is warm-up front squats for Jakara's Fit. Thank you for watching. Hope you found it helpful with some good tips. If you haven't yet already, you can find Jakara's Fit on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok, as well as here on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you DM me personally, I would prefer actually if it were on Instagram. I get those a little bit easier than Facebook Messenger for some reason. So, but you can also always email me, jacarisfit@gmail.com. The website is jacaris.fit if you need programming for home and or gym, strength and conditioning workouts, body weight only workouts, cardio, Olympic lifting, powerlifting, strongman stuff on occasion. It's all in there, and it's just $10 a month. And there's also a store, you can buy some cool swag. So yeah, thanks for your support. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day, and as always, attack with fire, Jacaris.